Haliwax here, back in my basement with something a little different. I got myself a pipe stunt commission. Drew Figgy, one of my followers on YouTube, reached out to me on the RPF and he goes, I want one of those stunt lightsabers that you make. So we got to talking, and that's when I realized he was talking about the pipe stunts. So I made him a replica of mine that I made. It's pretty much the same thing, same materials used. I talked to him about the plug in the end, and I said the real pipe stunt doesn't have a plug, but I put one on mine for cosmetic and to give it a little bit of a counterbalance, like real blades are balanced. And we know Bob Anderson, the Olympic sword fighter who did all the dueling in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, he requested the Vader, Return of the Jedi Vader dueling saber to have some counterweight in the hilt. But anyway, that's another story. So realistically, I put this together for him as more of an instruction video. I don't know if I'm going to upload this before he gets it, but alright, so what we got here is our 1.5-inch aluminum tube, 16th inch gauge. I have I've machined an aluminum core. I'm going to throw a picture up right now of it unassembled. We got some 5/16 screws holding the core into the pipe. I also have I'm using a Roman's clamp and Roman's long lever. I will only use Roman's clamps, I think they are the best. I got some Mylar tape on there, which I don't know this is kind of like a Haliwax hack right here. I like the chrome strip on there. I don't know if the real pipe stunt had that, but I threw that on there because I like it. Roman's long lever. I have a little 3mm rub screw holding the plug in. I don't recommend taking this apart at all. Don't take it apart. So I machine it and it goes in one way, and that's how it is. So if you take this out, it may not go back together the right way, so don't take it apart. The 8mm rod is machined and locked inside the core with a set screw. The screws are staggered like the real prop. The S-curve I do all by hand. I have a jig that I slide over here and I carve the S-curve out by hand. So that pretty much covers the pipe. The blade is the boat antenna that's been recently discovered. I machine the collars from scratch, and I highly recommend not removing the set screws because I drilled it one way. And it goes through the collar, it goes through the blade, and it goes through this spacer. So if you start taking this apart and things spin, it's going to be hard to line everything up. So do not remove the set screws completely. So to attach the blade to the pipe stunt, it's fairly simple. We just slide this over here, try and line this up in the center, and then you use this wee little hole here to insert the 2.5mm Allen wrench to tighten the back grub screw. So you tighten the back grub screw first. If you dig deep enough in the RPF, Brandon goes into detail on how the pipe stunt he held in the archives is assembled, and he mentions this little hole here, which makes sense because how would they tighten the back screw if they didn't have access to it? So that's important. And then that's it. One thing is, Drew, I'm leaving the antenna cap on there for shipping, just to protect it even more, but once you get it, you just remove that and you're good to go. I just picked up a box this morning. I couldn't find anything. I had to run to UPS and they had one, fortunately, so I have to cut that up and wrap this all up and send it out to you hopefully Saturday. But that pretty much wraps it up. It's got some weight to it too. The core isn't that big. The core is about the same dimension as the real core, and then the plug is realistically probably only 15mm thick. So it'll be sent out to you this week. So I hope you're happy with it, Drew, and I hope these directions help. It's fairly simple, but I'm a visual learner, so I figured I'd throw this up here so you knew exactly what to do. I think it's wicked cool that somebody reaches out and wants a lightsaber like this, a dueling lightsaber, because to me, FX is cool and all. I have so much respect for the FX guys with the blinking and what they can get to do with them, but to me, this aluminum pipe with this pole attached to it is the lightsaber and always has been the lightsaber to me. And I guess Drew feels the same way because he seemed pretty excited about getting one of these. So I just think it's cool that somebody else there, besides me and Tom, have so much respect for this just aluminum pipe and a boat antenna attached to it. So I just think that's wicked cool. One more thing, Drew, is I'm including this Allen wrench. It's going to be taped to a business card inside the box. So it's a fairly large box, so if you take this out and you don't see the business card, make sure you dig through the box and find the Allen key before you throw anything away, all right? I appreciate your business, and thanks for reaching out to me. This is Halowax.